Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today I'm reading Star Wars The Last Command, number 5. I'd like to take a moment and invite you to subscribe to this channel and ring that damn bell. Deploy for planetary bombardment and have Captain Harbit transmit our terms of surrender to Zafel government. Yes, sir. And send a further message to all ships. Well done. A report from Tangreen? Yes, sir. The rebels have sent 2 more freighters into the systems for drop-offs. Intelligence has been unable to locate or identify the drops. Tell them not to try. We don't want to frighten our prey off. We're also getting reports of rebel ships drifting into the area. Is anything wrong, Admiral? I don't know. Join me in my private command room in 1 hour, Captain. Perhaps by then, I'll have an answer to that question. I don't know. It seems like a pretty desperate move to me. It looks to me like the New Republic is fairly desperate to get their hands on a crystal gravity transponder. I'm assuming they'd be willing to pay for one. So what do they want us to do? Sneak into Tangreen before they get there? Not really. I thought that while everyone was busy fighting at Tangreen, we'd pick up this CGT at Bilbringi. You're joking! Not a bad idea. We slip in before the attack starts, grab the CGT, and run. Through half the Imperial fleet? I doubt they'll have more than a skeleton force. Thrawn will be preparing for the New Republic's move on Tangreen. That's right, but it won't be easy. Thrawn was furious about that raid we pulled. They've probably redone the whole security setup by now. All the better. They won't have found the holes yet. Are you in or out? Card, I never seen anyone play both ends against the middle the way you do. I'm in. Gillespie? I've seen Thrawn's clones in action. You bet I'm in. Maybe I can get that land back the Empire stole from me on Ukiyo. I'm taking the wild card to Coruscant, and I'll be leaving Aves behind to coordinate the attack. Good flights, gentlemen. I'll see you at Bilbringi. Coruscant. You see that the Star Destroyer's blast is not in fact penetrating Ukiyo's planetary shield. What appears to be the same blast is actually a second shot fired from a cloaked vessel inside the shield. The Empire's new superweapon is nothing more than an extremely clever fraud. All we need to do is direct saturation fire at the spot where the turbo laser blasts appear to penetrate the shield. Fraud or not, it was an impressive show. What do you think, Leia? That insane Jedi Luke locked horns with on Joe Mark? No doubt about it. Admiral Drayson, have you the latest report on the Bilbringi operation? Your attention, please. Can't this wait? Show it to us. Whether this planet is the cloning center or not, there's nothing we can do about it until after the Bilbringi operation. We're not sending any backup? Impossible! All available ships and personnel are now committed to Bilbringi. It doesn't matter. If Luke and Han landed successfully, why risk the element of surprise by sending another ship? Then perhaps the Bilbringi attack should be postponed. Beep, beep, beep. What? He says he's just noticed something worth investigating. A group of vines, I believe, there to the side. Though I could be mistaken, with all the... Come on, Chewie, let's check it out. I think that ends the discussion as to whether someone out there is helping us along. No predator would have bunched them up like this. Looks like a knife cut. Luke, we been getting company? I've sensed some natives, but they never seem to come very close. When do they come around? Mostly around sundown. Next time they do, let me know. It's time we had a little chat together. Come on, let's get moving. They're here. How many? 5 or 6, coming in that direction. Is that just the first group? Wait, there's a second group. I get 5 or 6 there too, but they might be a different species from the first. They've stopped. Both groups. I guess this is it. Lando, Mara, you stay here and guard the camp. Luke, Chewie, let's go check him out. Watch it! Snappies! Frack! Shboom! Chewie! No, he's right! I'm Luke Skywalker, brother of Leia Organa Solo, son of the Lord Darth Vader. Who are you?
I am Ekrekhor, Clan Bakhtor. I greet you, son of Vader.
Friendly-looking bunch.
They are the Mirneshi and the Sadans. They sought to confront, but we could not permit that. Now they wish a conversation.
How are we going to communicate with them?
One of them learned a little basic when the warehouse was built.
We can do better than that. Han? Lando, have Mara bring 3PO here. How many of you are there?
There are 8. 2 each have traveled before, after, and on either side of you during your journey.
Master Luke, I'll do my best. As you know, I'm fluent in over 6 million forms of communicate. I see you found the natives. It's all right. The Nogri serve the Emperor no longer. What's that? Lunch?
It is called the Satna Chaka. It is a bond of peace while this meeting lasts. You, 3PO, droid, come with me.
I'll come too. Bidesi Chara Layanu Baramea Duknu Fairy. He announces the arrival of the strangers, but he fears that we will bring trouble again to his people.
We bring hope to your people. If you let us pass, we will free you from the Empire.
Finn! Hararama! Nailagesa! Macronikaya! Baser! Apparently, deliverers have come before, but nothing has ever changed. We are merely the last in a long line of invaders. I'm sorry, Master Luke. They say they have no reason to assume we are any different than those they have already spoken of. You! He have lightning bow! Yes, he's our friend. We don't keep slaves like the Empire did. We're not asking you to fight. All we ask is permission to travel through your territory with the assurance you won't betray us to the Empire. I believe he is offering you safe conduct, Master Luke. Tell him thank you. We accept their hospitality, and that they won't be sorry they helped us.
Tell me, General, are we at the end of our voyage, or the beginning?
The beginning, of course. The voyage we have set upon will have no end.
And what of Grand Admiral Thrawn?
It's the beginning of Grand Admiral Thrawn's ending.
Ah, General, it is so ironic. Grand Admiral Thrawn has had the answer within his grasp from the beginning, but he is as far from understanding as ever.
Is it about power?
It is indeed. This is true power. Holding another's life in the palm of your hand, having the power to choose his path, his thoughts and his feelings, to rule his life and decree his death, to command his soul. You still do not trust us, do you?
Skywalker trusts you. Isn't that enough?
It is not approval we seek, only the chance to repay our debt.
You finally figured out Thrawn and the Empire had been stringing you along. I heard the jokes.
Yes, I can see how our lives and deaths could be amusing to our enslavers. We will convince them otherwise. When the time is right, the Nogri will turn on their enslavers. We will eliminate every trace of the Empire on Wayland.
Who is this son of Vader you're expecting?
The son of Vader is already with you. You serve him as we do.
You mean Skywalker?
You will kill Luke Skywalker.
No, not like that. My decision. My reasons.
You will kill Luke Skywalker. You will kill Luke Skywalker. But you are another matter, Mara Jade. I have seen you in meditations, kneeling at my feet. You will be mine, and Skywalker will follow.
Are you all right? He's here. I know. I don't want to face him, Skywalker. Neither do I, but I think we have to.
I regret to inform you, Admiral, of the sudden death of General C'baoth.
How? The medics are still running tests, but so far all they can suggest is that the General's brain simply shut down. Before that, he dispersed the whole company that had arrived with him on the Draklor. Perhaps we'd better have the whole story from the beginning, Colonel.
The Colonel landed 6 hours ago. I tried to turn over the command of the garrison to him, but he refused. He insisted on having a private meeting with his troops in one of the mess halls.
Where is C'baoth now?
In the old Emperor's quarters.
That would be within the Ysalmiri sphere of influence. Is the hologram pad in the Emperor's old throne room operational, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
Connect me with him. My guess is that our beloved Jedi Master was trying to take over Koval's mind when they hit the Ysalmir bubble and he lost direct contact. There wasn't enough to Koval left to keep him alive.
I see.
Good morning, Master C'baoth. I see you've discovered the Emperor's private hologram setting.
Grand Admiral Thrawn, is this how you reward my work on your behalf? By an act of betrayal?
I have nothing to defend. Tell me what you did to General Koval.
You will first restore the Force to me.
The Ysalmiri will stay where they are. Tell me what you did to General Koval.
General Koval was mine to do with as I pleased, as is everything in my empire.
Thank you. That's all I need to know. Colonel Selid?
Sir?
Master C'baoth is hereby placed under arrest. He may have free reign of the Emperor's quarters, but all control circuits are to be disconnected. Second, you're to make inquiries as to where General Koval's troops have been sighted within the mountain before they left. None of those troops are to be allowed back in. You are, of course, reinstated as garrison commander. Any questions?
No, sir.
Chimera out. Master C'baoth's use to the Empire is rapidly nearing an end, Captain. However, he still has one last role to play. His insanity is in his mind, not his body.
Are you suggesting we clone him?
Why not? Not at these facilities, certainly, and not at the normal speed. Somewhere absolutely secure. Perhaps in the unknown regions. Instruct intelligence to begin searching for a suitable world as soon as we've crushed the rebels at Bilbringi.
Sir, all our evidence still indicates Tangreen as the probable point of attack.
Nevertheless, the rebels will be at Bilbringi, and so will we. Set course for Bilbringi and let us prepare to meet our guests.
Mumbry Store Canteen.
Time to go, Wedge!
Right.
Where to now?
Back to the base, I think.
Watch out!
Easy, friend. Easy sounds good to me. All four of us, nice and easy. Let's help the poor old drunk out of here. Don't remember me, huh? Should I? You go up against a Star Destroyer with someone, he ought to remember you. Aves? That wasn't so hard, was it? This way. What now? Watch. If I'm right, here he comes. Whack! Ouch! Thud! He give you any trouble? Nah, they're meaner than they are smart.
This one was smart enough. Take a good look at him, Antilles. Maybe next time you'll recognize an Imperial spy when you pick one up. Thanks. I guess we owe you one. You want to pay off that debt right now? How? We've got a little job in the works. We know you do too. It would help a lot if we could time ours to go while you're keeping Thrawn occupied. You want me to tell you when our operation is starting? Why not? We already know it's in the works. I'm sorry, but you know I can't tell you that. Like I said, we already know most of it. I can prove that if you want. Sir, we need to get back. There's a lot of work yet to do. I'll tell you what, Aves. Let me talk to my unit commander. If you haven't heard from me in 28 hours, don't expect to. All right, it's better than nothing. You can leave messages with the bartender at the Donna Laza Tap Cafe. If we leave now, we should get to Tangreen just about on time for the big battle. Let's just hope he's planning to sell that information to the Empire. It'd be a shame to have wasted the whole evening. He'll sell all right. He's a smuggler. What else could he want it for? Come on. Like Jansen said, we got a lot of work to do. Coruscant. Come on. Let's go see what's happening out in the big world. It's all right. We'll find them all and get rid of them. Don't you worry. Your Highness, I thought you might like some refreshment. Thank you. Anything happening downstairs? Beep, beep. Nothing interesting. Counselor Organa Solo. Counselor, this is Central Comm. There's a civilian freighter called the Wild Card holding position outside the sentry line. The captain insists on speaking with you personally. Better let me talk to him. Hello, Card.
Hello, Counselor. I trust you received my package.
Yes, we did. The Republic thanks you.
Your gratitude has already been amply expressed. Are you by any chance also in the market for technology?
What kind of technology?
Why don't you give me clearance to come down and we'll discuss it?
I'm afraid that won't be possible. All non-essential traffic has been restricted.
Only non-essential?
What exactly have you heard?
Assorted whispers, only one of which concerns me. Tell me about Mara. Is she under arrest?
Card, this isn't the time or the place.
Don't give me that! You owe her! Find Gent and tell him to program in one of my personal encrypt codes. That should give us enough privacy.
I'll go find him.
I'll be waiting.
Encrypt room.
Looks okay. Go ahead.
Just be careful what you say. Don't say anything the Imperials don't already know. I understand. We're ready here, Card.
Why is Mara under arrest?
There was a break-in by an Imperial commando team a few weeks ago. The leader implicated Mara as an accomplice.
That's absurd!
Certain members of the Council and High Command are concerned about her loyalties.
Tell me why I can't land. Tell me the truth.
We're under siege. The Grand Admiral has placed a large number of cloaked asteroids into orbit. Until we find and destroy them, the planetary shield stays up.
How many of these asteroids have you found so far?
We've found and destroyed 21, plus the one the Imperials destroyed to keep us from capturing it. But our battle data indicates he may have launched as many as 287.
I can make it through in a 5-second gap.
We're not opening one. Sorry.
In that case, I have no choice but to make a deal. You said you'd be willing to pay for information. I have something you need, and my price is a few minutes with Mara.
I can't make any promises. Tell me what the information is, and I'll try to be fair.
All right. You can lower your shield any time now. The asteroids are gone.
What? How did you know?
I was at the Bilbringi shipyard shortly before the Empire's attack. We observed a group of 22 asteroids being worked on under close scrutiny. We didn't know what they were for. I have the wildcard sensor data. I'll drop it to you.
Go ahead.
He's right. 22 of them.
I can't imagine Thrawn is spreading his cloaking technology around more than he has to. He can't afford for us to get our hands on a working model.
I've delivered on my end. How about yours?
Why do you want to talk to her?
One of the hardest parts of being locked up is the feeling that you've been deserted. I want to let her know in person that she hasn't been forgotten.
Leia? Let him land.
All right, Leia. What's going on?
It's the cloning, Garm. I know how Thrawn's growing them so fast. It's the Force. He's been using the Yassil-Miri to block the Force away from the cloning tanks, so they'll grow faster.
Which means that when the team gets to the mountain,
Luke will be helpless, and he won't even suspect it until it's too late.
Good morning, Counselor. Good to see you, Gent. And your friend is... I am Mobvikar Clan Hakgar.
He's my bodyguard.
Shall we go?
Mara's not here.
You told me she was.
I only agreed that she'd been arrested.
Where is she?
On a planet called Wayland, along with Luke and Han and some others. We found Grand Admiral Thrawn's cloning facility. I need you to take me there, right away.
Why?
Because the expedition's in danger. We have a chance of getting to them before it's too late.
I sympathize, but there are other matters that need my attention.
Then you abandon Mara.
It can't be done. I can't simply walk out on my people. I have financial obligations. Thump! Bump! Well, well. Counselor Fela, I believe? He is unarmed.
Release him.
I protest. I was not eavesdropping. I came here, Captain Card, to urge you to assist Counselor Organa Solo in her wish to go to Wayland. Where she'd be conveniently out of your way. It's not about politics. The Emperor's warehouse must be destroyed before the Grand Admiral gets hold of it. That would be a disaster, both for the Bothan people and the Republic. Potential disasters to the Bothan people don't worry me. How much do they worry you? How much worry will it take? Nothing unreasonable. A credit of, say, 70,000? 70,000? What exactly do you think? That's my price, Counselor, and if Counselor Organa Solo's correct, we don't have much time for discussion. You're no better than a common mercenary. You drain the lifeblood of the Bothan people. But, very well. Good. You can add it to the credit line Skywalker set up. I'll be stopping to check on it before we reach Wayland.
Are we really going to stop to check Fela's funds?
Don't be silly, but Fela doesn't know that.
The money's not really important to you, is it?
Don't believe that. I have certain obligations to meet. If Fela hadn't cooperated, your new Republic would have had to.
I see.
I mean that. I'm here because it suits my purposes, not for the sake of your war.
I said I understood. Mount Tantis.
What do you think?
We find another way in. You never want the front door anyway.
Starting to get pretty thick.
It's just proximity to the mountain. They don't know we're here. I didn't know the natives use data pads.
Neither did I. What's wrong?
It's the mountain. It's dark. All of it.
You mean like a bunch of Yassil-Miri cutting off the Force? Now what?
We go on. What else is there? Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking nerf herders, may the Force be with you.